Soundview was originally inhabited by a Native American tribe called Siwanoy, though over time the area eventually became part of the Dutch colony New Netherland. Soundview transitioned from farmland to industrialization, and with that, it eventually became a residential neighborhood. One of the major attractions in Soundview includes Soundview Park, with multiple recreational amenities, including athletic fields, walking trails, and a waterfront promenade along the Bronx River. Another attraction includes Clayson Point, another scenic waterfront in Soundview. In fact, the name Soundview actually derives from the views of Long Island Sound, which can be seen throughout various points in the area.
Of the 45,127 people that reside in Soundview, 54% of the population is female and 46% is male. There's a large community of people of Hispanic origin, with 63% of the population being Hispanic. In second place to that, 28% of the population is Black and 5% is Asian. Though there isn't a lot of ethnic diversity in this neighborhood, Soundview is very diverse age-wise. 43% of the residents in Soundview believe that there is a good sense of community. However, when asked for helpful tips when moving into Soundview, 60% of the community said to be careful in the neighborhood, and the other 40% said to get involved and look for healthy eating.
Hey guys, we just spent the last hour trying to find people to interview, but we weren't really successful.
A lot of people didn't live here for long periods of time, so that was an issue, and a lot of people just weren't really up to being filmed or sharing their stories.
Okay, another thing that we noticed was that when we tried interviewing people, a lot of them we had to speak to in Spanish, and a lot of them only live here for a couple months because they're immigrants. Anyways. Here's an interview with the one person that was willing to do it. Thank you, Marcus.
Hi, nice to meet you. What is your name?
My name is Marcus Francis.
How long have you lived in Soundview for?
All of my life.
Okay. How long is that?
17 years.
Okay.
Going on 18. Yeah.
Okay. So would you say that, how would you say the neighborhood has changed over, the past, the time you've been here for? How long has it been?
I mean, I definitely think it did get better, but it's not crazy dramatic changes. I don't feel like. I mean, you do see a new deli here and there, but it hasn't been any substantial, great, huge changes though. I don't feel like so. Yeah.
How would you say the sense of community is in this?
Sense of community. Well, I don't specifically live in this part of Soundview, but where I live is very close knit. Everybody knows everybody. There's no way that you don't it's not like you don't know this person or that person. Everybody just knows everybody. So I feel like, I don't know how it is in this specific part, but where I live is a different story.
So what are your likes and dislikes about living in this neighborhood?
I mean, I feel like I like it a lot because it definitely toughens you up a lot. But that's what I like, but I feel like in the same sense that's what I dislike about it, because everything doesn't have to be so serious all the time, you know what I'm saying?
No.
We can just have fun, it doesn't have to be crazy,
Sure.
Yeah.
Have the changes in Soundview, do you think the changes in Soundview positively or negatively impacted the community?
I think it's kind of both negatively and positively, because when you're used to, okay, so by where I lived, there used to be a deli or whatever, and it's still a deli, but it was an old deli, and in the deli before the old deli before the new deli, in the old deli, it was everybody was cool with the owners and everything, so I feel like it kind of united the community in a lot, you know what I'm trying to say, but when they refurbished it and got new owners or whatever, it kind of broke down a little bit, because not everybody was over there, and people had to renew their relationships or whatever with the people that was already living there. This is just an example, but what I'm trying to say is just that even though the bringing in is obviously new and good or whatever, and bringing in good stuff is good or whatever, but it still has its negative impacts on it at the same time. So yeah.
Hey, I'm Daisy. How old are you? I'm 18. How long have you lived in Soundview?
Probably 10 years.
Do you like the neighborhood?
Yeah, I like it.
What are your likes and dislikes?
Well, I'm really close to the train station, which is really helpful, and there's downtown.
Do you think that the neighborhood has changed over time, and if it has, then what are some of the changes that you've noticed?
Well, personally, the place
I lived here, but like the streets are changing, like the floors or the cement. Like my parents had to clean. What is it called? Cement. Yeah, they had to like change the floors outside and. Oh, and the park. And it's new. So yeah, a lot of renovation. But, do you have anything to say about like the community? Like, what do you think the community is? I think we're pretty close together. We help a lot with our neighbors, and whenever we need help, we just help each other. Yeah. Okay. Do you think that like the changes that were made have like positively affected the neighborhood or like negatively? I mean, since the park has been made, it's been really good. Like to take out my dogs, I have 2 dogs, but the rent has been increasing. So I mean, like that's kind of. All right. How is the like rent like increased? Like a lot or like? I don't know how much. That's fine. But it is a lot. Okay.
Hola, queremos preguntar, ¿cuáles son las
Hola, sí, mi nombre es Henry.
Aquí mucho gusto, me llamo Valeria. Entonces,
¿Cómo se llama?
¿y pues cuántos años ha vivido?
Nosotros vivimos alrededor de... Bueno, nosotros compramos esta casa en el 2008. ¿Cuántos años? No sé exactamente. Son algunos años. Sí, son.
¿Y cómo fue que ha cambiado el personaje?
Bueno, sí, ha cambiado mucho. En este lugar antes era como menos interesante, pero muchísimo interesante. Todo por las escuelas, hay más niños. De que hicieron una escuela, aumentaron el lugar de la escuela, hicieron más grande.
¿Crees que ese cambio ha sido positivo?
Para mí sí ha sido positivo.
¿Y usted siente que su vecindario es tranquilo en comparación al resto del país?
Uy, aquí es súper tranquilo, en comparación de otros lugares.
¿Usted en general, ¿a usted le gusta dónde está o
Sí, aquí, a mí me gusta donde estoy viviendo porque hace un año más o menos, o no sé si 2, abrieron un parque aquí, lo remodelaron, lo hicieron muy bonito. Y allá podemos ir a correr, a caminar con mis perritos. Me gusta más esta área porque estamos cerca de la calle principal, la Westchester, que es muy comercial, hay muchos, más que todo tiendas y lugares que están cerca para Londres, todo lo necesario que está cerca. Para ir a Londres, para ir al supermercado, para ir a los restaurantes, el banco está ahí mismo. La mayoría de las cosas están cerca de del otro lugar donde vivimos.
¿Y ha habido un cambio grande? ¿Ha cambiado muchas cosas?
Ha cambiado muchas cosas, sí. Ha cambiado muchas cosas, especialmente el estilo. Hay muchas más tiendas, hay muchos comerciantes también trabajando en las calles.
y si usted pudiera cambiar algo del vecindario de manera positiva si pudiera cambiar algo en general, o mejorar,
Por ejemplo, aquí quisiera que haya un semáforo, que usualmente siempre hay accidentes en esta parte de aquí, en esta calle. Pero yo pienso que después de ahí todo está bien.
muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Soundview is home to approximately 45,000 people. Of this population, 34% make less than $25,000 a year, 18% make between $25,000 and $44,000 a year, 24% make between $75,000 and $149,000 a year, and a mere 6% of Soundview's residents make more than $150,000 a year. For many years now, Soundview's economic landscape has remained largely stagnant. The 2021 U.S. Census reveals that the median household income stood at only $42,471, falling short of the national median household income of $74,580. In addition, data reveals that approximately 16% of Soundview's residents live below the poverty line, with an unemployment rate of around 1 in 8 residents. And out of the 15,027 housing units in Soundview, 80.55% are rented, while only 19.45% are owner-occupied, revealing the challenges in attaining homeownership as a result of wealth and income disparities in the neighborhood.
Though Soundview does offer a benefit of affordable housing to its residents, Soundview does have its cons, one of which being crime. According to Crime Grade, Soundview gets an F on the safety scale, meaning Soundview, relative to other neighborhoods in New York City, has higher rates of crime. The rate of assault per 100,000 residents is 1,625.2, above the national average of 282.7, and the rate of murder per 100,000 residents is 6.5, above the national average of 6.1. According to a poll gathered from actual Soundview residents, 50% say the police are visible yet somehow respond slowly when needed. 25% aren't sure of how effective law enforcement is in Soundview. 13% say the police aren't visible but do respond quickly when they are needed. And another 13% say the police aren't around much, and when you do actually need them, they are not reliable.